Welcome to Erika's Best, where I will bring you the best of the best and more. Well, we are still making cookies. 25 days of cookies. And today I have a doozy. A doozy? A great cookie. A millionaire cookie bar. This one I have seen on the Great British Bake Off. I have seen it all over YouTube. And now I'm bringing it to you. So we're going to start by greasing our pan, and you want to put this foil, you put one piece going this way, the width, and one piece going the long way, because you need these handles to be able to get the shortbread out. So you want to make it long enough so you have handles, so that when you are ready to cut your shortbreads, that you can get them out of the pan very easily. So you want to make it easy on yourself. Take some time, make these handles, grease the inside and the underside, so that the paper will come off nicely as well. So we're just going to grease this really well with some butter, and then we are going to make our shortbread cookie bottom, and then we'll bake it, and then we'll make the next layer. So now that we have this nice and greased, we are going to add our flour and our sugar, which this is 2½ cups of flour and ½ cup of sugar. And we're going to put in 1 cup of melted butter. So I'm going to scrape all of that butter out and get it into this mixing bowl and mix this up really well. You want the butter to be evenly distributed through all of the flour, so you get a nice cookie bottom. You want to mix that up. Down into the bowl and make sure all the flour is mixed well. Keep mixing all of your butter in with your flour and your sugar until it's very well mixed in, and you have a nice pliable cookie or shortbread batter. And so this is what it should look like. Now that that's all mixed in, you don't see any more pockets of flour. We are going to press this. We're going to spread it first evenly in the pan. This as evenly as you can, because you want to get a nice even bottom for your millionaire bar. And you're going to bake this at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. So it's a nice crunchy shortbread bottom on your millionaire cookie bar. Rest of this. And then once I have it all in, a 350 degree oven. So you should be preheating your oven now. And once your oven has preheated, which doesn't take long if you have a gas stove, If you have an electric stove, it will take a little bit longer. I think if you have an electric stove, it will beep when it is preheated to that temperature inside the oven. But with a gas stove, it almost gets to the temperature almost instantly. So, okay. So now that you have it all packed in nicely, so now we are going to prick holes in our shortbread, because if you don't, then because the butter with the flour, it's going to puff up. Butter has milk in it, which is like a liquid, and so when you mix that with the flour, it will puff up air in between the layers. And so you want to just prick this. It's called docking. Just want to dock your pastry, and then you won't have that. Bubbling up. So this is what it should look like. Now we're gonna go put this in the oven, and I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, our Millionaire shortbread is out of the oven. It is nice and golden brown, and if you touch it, it should feel very firm. You shouldn't feel no like soft parts. It should be very firm. And on Fridays, to comment the word of the day so that you can get some fresh baked cookies delivered to you. So I thank you for watching. Bye for now. Solidifies that cookie crust, and you want it to be a solid cookie crust, and you want it to be nice and hold together when you cut it. So this is an important step. You want to push down, and you might have to get a towel, because if you're using something metal like I am, it's getting a little hot. And I want to make sure I get all of these edges nicely firmed and pushed down, and so that when I go to cut it, it's nice and solid and not too crumbly, because I want to have nice solid pieces. Okay, now we're gonna have to let this cool for about 20-25 minutes. While I'm letting this cool, I'm gonna get the caramel ready. The caramel is something I have to do on the stove, so I will let you see it when it comes off the stove. But the recipe again will be in the description box. It will be a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. It will be a half a cup of corn syrup. It will be a full cup of brown sugar. It will be a full can of sweetened condensed milk and vanilla. So once you have all the and butter and a stick of butter. So you want to get all those things mixed in very well, and then once they are mixed in very well, and once you boil it and come up to temperature between 235 and 240 degrees, then I'll be back, and it's going to take about 20 minutes for that to happen, and by that time this will be cooled enough so we can pour the caramel on top of it. So I'll see you back in a few. Hello, welcome back. Well, the caramel part of our Millionaire bar is done. Now this has to set overnight, and tomorrow I will put our chocolate coating on top of it, and then that will set, and then we'll be ready to cut them and enjoy them. Now you will notice, I'm not ashamed, you will notice that there are a few dark bits in here. Well, the caramel was coming up to temperature, and it got up to temperature, and as soon as it got up to temperature, it jumped from like 230 to 236, and then by the time I turned it off and was heading towards the shortbread, it was already starting to scorch. But it's okay, because the whole thing didn't scorch, just a few bits, and so it's not going to affect the overall flavor, and it won't affect the look of it either, because this is going to be all covered with chocolate, and then when you cut it, you won't even see those bits in the middle. So continue watching. I can't wait for you to see the ending of this video. This is our Millionaire Shortbread. It is a favorite across the water, and I hope it becomes a favorite of yours on this side of the water. So I will be back to show you this video tomorrow. I'll see you then. Hello and welcome back to Erika's Best. We are now ready to put our chocolate on top of our Millionaire bar. And what I did was I took 8 ounces of chocolate, 6 ounces I chopped it, the other 2 ounces I grated it, and then I put the 6 ounce chocolate in the microwave and I heated it on medium temperature, and I heated it until it melted, and it's still very like what do you call it? It's like warm. It's a warm temperature. I can feel the warmth underneath the bowl. So you don't want it hot. You would like it to stay warm, okay? And then once you warm it, then you pour your grated chocolate in there, and it should be tempered. So we're gonna check it out and see if it's tempered. But I'm gonna pour it on top of my Millionaire bar, and then I'm gonna spread it out, and then we'll stick it in the refrigerator for just a few minutes, like 5-10 minutes, and we'll see if it tempered properly. So I'm gonna scrape the rest of this chocolate out because we need all of this chocolate goodness on our Millionaire bar. So I'm gonna scrape all of it out. And I hope you are enjoying all of these recipes that I am doing during this 25 days of cookies. And I'm going to use this spatula and spread all of this chocolate all the way around to all the edges, all around. And get a nice thin layer of chocolate. You don't want a thick layer on a Millionaire bar because this is all about the caramel. So you just want a thin layer of chocolate. That's why you're only using 8 ounces of chocolate for this bar. And now I'm going to scrape this off with my offset spatula and use my offset spatula to finish spreading this. So that'll get all into all the corners. Yes, that's what you want. You want to be able to get into all these corners. And all the corners. And then, like I said, we're going to put this into the fridge just to set like 10 minutes, and then we should have a wonderful chocolatey, caramelly bar that I hope turns out to be one of my favorites. So this is what it looks like in the pan. And we're going to go pop it in the fridge for about 5-10 minutes. And then we'll be back to slice them up. Okay, our Millionaire bar is out of the refrigerator. And I'm going to call Naomi. Naomi!
Yes, Mother? Hello.
I called her out here so she can give us a taste test.
So excited. They look so good.
Of our Millionaire bar, there's your taste test.
Looks like a mixed a Oreo just with caramel.
Probably.
Mixed emotions. It's so good. It's really good.
So now Naomi, she had mixed emotions about the dark chocolate on the top. So, now that you taste it all together, what do you think?
I like it.
I should like milk chocolate?
I think you should try it with milk chocolate because milk chocolate will be sweeter, but it's still good.
So, this Millionaire bar made, this one pan made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It made about 24 pieces. I didn't count the first 2 pieces that I cut. But I think next time I'll bake it just a little bit less because it did end up getting brown on the bottom, and that's why it was a little crumbly. And then maybe I didn't pack it in tight enough when after it baked, I had to pack it in. Maybe I didn't pack it enough. So I'll try that again next time. But this was an awesome, awesome recipe to do. The caramel, if you could just smell what it smells like, it smells so delicious. So buttery, so, like you can smell, literally smell the butter. Where's that other little piece at? Is that it? Yeah. So here's a little piece. I'm gonna try it. But the caramel is soft. The caramel is soft, it's chewy, it's delicious. Like, I mean, I'm gonna try this again with a milk chocolate on top. I'm probably even gonna try it with a white chocolate on top, because it is just that delicious. I think I like the shortbread crust to be a little bit sweeter, and I'm gonna try that too, and I'll let you see that over the next few days. Before this is over, I'm gonna do a wrap-up video showing you the milk chocolate Millionaire bar, as well as the white chocolate Millionaire bar, as well as one of them or both of them will also have nuts on top, because I think that added crunch of nuts on top, maybe some finely chopped pecans or some finely chopped almonds, would be absolutely delicious. Maybe even some salted cashews on top, you know, to give that little salty and sweet flavor. There's so many things you can do with this this recipe just to make it your own. But it's good to start off with the basics so you can see what the texture is like, so you can see what the taste is like, so that when you go to do it yourself, you know what different things you can do, what different things will make it better for you. So I thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, to like this video if you like it, and share it with your friends and your family. And remember, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Bye for now. Continue watching 25 Days of Christmas.
Bye.